The
The
Mobility
Mobility
Bros.
Bros. I'm Coach Cliff, and my man who is really focused and conscious, that's my boy and co-host Ron Hilton. We'll be talking about athletic mindset, mobility, pain reduction, the thoughts and processes of practitioners, and the mindset of our clients and members. Today is a special topic, like every topic. If you've seen the last 20 episodes, we've had amazing guests come on. We've had people with heart. We've shared our own stories of where we've been and where we're going and why and how we got connected to present this amazing podcast, YouTube channel to you all. And we thank you so much for supporting. We're slowly climbing up in our subscribers, so please like, subscribe, ring that notification bell. We drop videos every Monday. And if you want to even find out more information about us, go ahead down in the subscriptions. You can schedule a time where we can talk about your goals, find out more about you. You can learn more about us and all that jazz. But today we're going to be talking about perseverance, the key to perseverance in our own lives, what perseverance means when it comes down to training, getting the job done, getting to your goals. We'll be sharing some new developments that we've been involved in and how perseverance has helped us out in our lives. Man, perseverance has helped me get to where I am today, and it will help me get to where I am tomorrow, man. So, Ron, tell me a little bit more about you. Say hello to the people, the person, the things, and I'd love to hear how you're doing today.
I'm doing good, man. And man, I'm so glad to have you in this episode. I know I did an episode last week, and I don't know if you got a chance to review it, but I said something really funny. I said, I'm on here like a one-legged Voltron, you know, right? Right? So, when Voltron unites, he's missing a leg. He can't be Voltron. So, but you know what? I did my best. I still have my tools. I still
Yeah.
have my armor, So, but yeah, I'm doing really good today. And it's interesting. We popped on, and I was just telling, Cliff, you were speaking about perseverance. I actually wrote the definition down. So, perseverance is doing something despite difficulty or delay in achievement or success. So, and I was just saying to him this morning, I said, I really had a rough time sleeping this morning. And today, Tuesday, every Tuesday, I'm very consistent. Tuesday's leg day for me, right? It's one of my hardest days to work out and train. And I usually burn about 450 to 460 calories. And you want to talk about perseverance. My energy was low. My oomph wasn't there. I took my nitro and it still didn't give me it is still in, it woke me up, but it didn't give me the bang I needed. And I really had to push through that workout, and I burnt like 365 calories on today, and even though I went through my routine, I didn't push myself as hard as I did. But the point is that I persevered despite of my energy, despite of how I was feeling, despite of my lack of sleep. I still pushed through the workout, that 40-minute workout, and still got it done.
Exactly. That's it's not easy, because you have to fight the thoughts in your head. There are things
Yeah,
that are telling you to
I call
quit,
them
to
demons.
stop. Yeah, the demons, exactly. You got to be legendary. You got to fight against the demons, man.
Yeah.
And it's true, right? So perseverance for me has helped me stay the course. If it wasn't for persevering through, like many of us did through 2020 and 2021 to get to where we are now in 2023. Some of us lost businesses, some of us lost family members, and the combination of both. But we're here today and we're still surviving and striving and trying to take care of our family. I've been blessed to be working with an adolescent group of kids that are dealing with drug and alcohol, and I'm teaching them health and wellness. And you can see that the most important thing they need to learn, besides how to fight the addiction and the DPT cognitive therapy that they're learning, which I would say is number one, is how to take action and persevere through the hard times, you know, whether you're an adult or a child. And so some of the things me and Ron talk about now is like when he was in corrections and how he had to deal with people and how that response was like. And I've been blessed to have kids that understand. I've been opening listening. I've been getting them to hear me and see me, and they know that I'm not judgment. There's no judgment on my end of them, because I could have easily been in their shoes. Now, was I addicted to drugs and alcohol? No, but as a high schooler, I had some drinks and with the football team as the
Mhm.
captain, and you know what I mean. In the college, I've experimented. I didn't do any hallucinogens like many people I knew, because I saw people rolling around thinking they were on fire. And I was like, no, that's not, I'm good. I'm playing
No, you're
sports. I
not.
don't want to be on fire. You know what I mean? Whether it's for real or not. So I didn't go that far, but I lived a little bit. And it's just a powerful thing when you can recognize perseverance. Now, on my fitness journey, I feel like I'm persevering all the time. My weight has been up and down and sideways. I've hit my
I get
goals,
it,
I've
guys.
missed my
Really,
goals.
really.
There's been times where I've worked on other people's fitness goals more than my own,
I
and
can
then
relate.
had to come back and reset and focus back on myself. I've been told I don't look like a trainer before, probably because I wasn't in the best shape of my life. So recognizing all of that and still persevering through to stay in this career for almost 20 years is not
Mhm.
easy, but it's meaningful, and you remember and you connect with so many different people. um, and being a business owner takes perseverance, a lot of perseverance, especially when you don't see the business coming through, but you have the service for them. So how do you innovate? How do you motivate? How do you keep focused? And when everything and all the chips are down, how do you stay persevering? For me, it was just mindset and mindfulness and really digging into what that means, whether it was investing in myself or investing in my community. It was a mindset. And the way that I feel like my perseverance is anchored in responsibility. I have kids, I have a wife, I have bills that I want to pay for, so that I have a certain lifestyle I want to live. And so those responsibilities anchor that perseverance for me. What anchors perseverance for you?
For me, it really is just knowing that I have to support my family. Knowing that my wife does look up to me to be like, hey, we need to get these things done. So I always got stokes in the fire, bro. Like, I'm always persevering. I did a video on momentum, which really mirrors perseverance. I started my own clothing line, and just really just moving forward in that, and just looking for ways to have additional streams of income that I can leverage from my computer. We're also in a business where we do have to show up, be physical with our be in the flesh. Like being a massage therapist. It's funny. A lot of you see a lot of people talking about doing online training, but you never see nobody talk about being an online massage therapist, right? Like,
No, never. I don't think that exists.
right? Hey, listen, there are people that I would say that are kind of lazy, and they'll make that up just to whatever. They'll probably sit in front of somebody and say, have them massage themselves, and
Yeah.
charge them $150 an hour just to show them how to do this, right? So
Yeah, take the stick and roll your leg. There
roll
you
your
go.
leg. Like there are people out there just they make stuff up, right? Because they don't want to do it. That's the lack of perseverance.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
so for me, it's really just wanting to, always thinking of how can I provide, how can I grow myself, how can I be a better human, for not just for me, but for my family and the people around me, right? you know um and how, and also how can I also bring that value out to people as well. um and I feel like I've had so many achievements. You talked about your as far as like weight loss and health journey. I'm going through one right now. We've talked about it several times. I'm down 27 pounds. I'm 186 pounds, bros
Congratulations.
and broettes,
Congratulations.
and I'm still working hard towards that physique competition in October. So just really just working on it, persevering. And I can tell you, I hit a wall. I hit a wall about 3 weeks ago where I wasn't really losing any weight, and I had to talk to my coach, and we had to make some adjustments. But you know what? I showed up. I still was logging in my food. I still was drinking my water. I still was doing the workouts. I still was making sure that I was staying in touch with him. And, we came out with a plan for these next 2 months. So, my goal is to get down to 170 by hopefully by July 1st, I'll be down to 170. Hold that until competition time, and then lean out some more, another 10 pounds, and peak out for the show. So
Wow.
just really just working and focusing on the things that I got going on in my life right now, to grow myself. And other things in life I persevered in, working on, getting 2 black belts in karate and brown belt in judo. Persevering right now, man. I'm 48 years old, man. I'm taking Brazilian jiu-jitsu now, and it's kicking my butt, man. Like,
Wow.
man, I've been in martial art for 40 years, and I can honestly say there's different levels to this BJJ joint, man. Like, you go to class, and all you feel like you're doing is just surviving. You're just surviving. Like, somebody's got you pinned down. There's this 5'2" Filipino girl. Her name's Isa. She's a brown belt in BJJ, and she freaking smashes me every single time.
Mm,
And but she's a beast. She's a technician, and I have a lot of love and respect for that. But it just helps you grow and persevere and say, okay, how do I show up next time for class, and keep moving.
that's amazing. And that's not easy. I mean, you talked about your age, what you're able to do with your fitness goals, being a double black belt, getting into judo, working a business, getting your clothing line up and running. I think I saw one of my old friends rocking one of your shirts, so you might have seen it on the show. I hope that's where you found it. That is awesome. Just the consistency in your perseverance, and your dad and your husband, your homeowner. It's still amazing, man. It doesn't come easy. I want to acknowledge that, and I want everyone to recognize that perseverance isn't an easy man's game. What's the definition again? Read it one more time.
The definition is persistence in doing something despite of difficulty or delay in achieving success.
So, if anyone here that is watching ever had delayed gratification and they understood the importance of it, just drop it down in the comments, man. We would love to see how you have persevered. The person watching this video, the person listening to this right now, that individual that this is resonating with, communicate with us. We'd love to see how that has resonated in your life and what it means for you to hear this story about people persevering. um I think about my family members and how they've persevered. My mother is amazing. She went back to school after we were finishing up high school,
Wow,
and
that's
she
awesome.
became an RN, LPN, RN, and then she continued to work at she's head nurse at the hospital she's at, down in Florida. And it's like, just to understand the weight of doing that when your kids are going to college and your kids are still in high school, the weight and managing that while working full time, keeping the fridge full, managing a husband, like all the things that was going on in her life, man. It was difficult, but I know she feels so honored and privileged to be in a position she is today after getting that degree and getting that master's degree and just continuing to educate herself. And that's the people that I get to look up to in my life. That's the people I get to look at and say,
That's
yes,
awesome.
you
Yeah,
know,
I was watching a show. Actually, you should check this out, Cliff. It's on Netflix. It's called The Human Playground. And
okay.
the first the first one they showed was this woman. She was an amputee. She lost, I think it was her. I'm gonna say her left leg from the knee, was from knee down, and she's an ultra marathon runner.
Mm,
And she competed in one of the hardest ultra marathon races in the world, running 130 miles through the Sahara Desert.
what?
Yeah, on
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 one leg.
a prosthetic leg,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And
That's okay.
she talked about the pain. She talked about the endurance. She talked about what's going on in her head, and that it's just crazy because she's running through miles and miles and miles of sand dunes, and she's got like the ski picks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's got the ski picks and she's just running. She's got like the thing. She's got double water bottles hooked to her chest so she could sip water when she was
But
running.
the weight of that.
Yeah, and then she has a backpack with all like her gear and supplies, like a small backpack. So, the perseverance and the dedication to do that, and she told her story why she did that. I mean, she lost her leg in a car accident when she was a teenager, and I don't know I don't think she said her age, but I think if I had to guess, she was probably in her late 40s, early 50s. Out there crushing it
Mm,
on a prosthetic leg in a 130-mile race. Takes 6 days to get through it.
6 days in the desert. And how do they, like, what if someone collapses? How do they get you out?
So they do have they did have like a medical team. And this is very interesting. The woman said that um, you know, there's not really a time frame for you to get to the next checkpoint. Just as long as the camel, they had these two camels with these flags attached to them, right? And they had a guy just walking the camels. If those two camels pass you, you're out of the game, right? So your job was to stay ahead of those two camels with the flags on the back.
Wow.
Yeah. So she is just like, just as long as I stay ahead of those two camels, we're good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in a lot of those ultra marathon races, people think you just run the whole thing, but it's run, walk, run. But there's a point where she did get to like some flat, rocky surface, and then that's when she started actually picking up some more speed and just getting those runs in.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, it's just a very interesting story. And there was a point where she cramped up so freaking bad in her right leg, her full leg, um, and so bad that they had to give her medical attention, and give her IV. And then she was just freaking out. And then she looked up and she saw those camels come in. She was freaking out some more, and then the camels passed, and she knew that was it.
Wow.
But I think she was like maybe like 3 days in.
Wow.
Yeah,
Think about that, man. And she's not gonna quit. She wasn't trying to quit. Her body broke down.
body just said no, but her
Yeah.
mind was like yes.
Yeah.
Her mind
Yeah.
was still in the game. So much
Yeah.
respect for that.
Much respect for that. That's a beautiful story. Thank you for sharing that with us and our audience. I mean, perseverance is such a strong thing to think about because it ties in like your mental fitness, your emotional state, how you see yourself. Are you talking with like the powerful sage energy you have, or is the saboteur continually judging you and talking you down? And then it comes to like your action. What are you doing to persevere? Talking a good game every day, but playing the same game is a losing game isn't persevering, right? You have to take actionable steps towards moving forward so that the
Absolutely.
perseverance is it's almost like you look back at yourself. I was a teen dad in high school. I look forward. I helped my son graduate college. You know what I mean? It's like, what? Could I have seen that? I have the same relationships and the beautiful relationships with my wife, who was the mother of my child back then. And that was perseverance,
Absolutely.
it was love, it was care, it was, all the other things. But a lot of it was persevering through some challenging times and some choices, some good, some bad, and when I think about business, I'm in the same boat, and so I enjoy and I love working with people. I think when I can help people understand why we're training, not just for the physique, but also for the delayed gratification and persevering through some things you thought you would never be able to do.
Just overall health. Just be able to
Overall
just be
health.
able to maybe pick up your kids. Just maybe be able to. I can sit down and stand up without any low back pain. Just to be able to turn this way and just toss a ball. I mean, sometimes just really going through how to persevere through things to learn how to work your body to so you can move forward in your life with the things you love.
Mm. That's it. That's exactly right, man. And that's what I believe is what everyone wants in their life when you're in your 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and you have your great grandchildren around, and you don't want to be that person that's stuck in the bed. If your body's not breaking down because you've stayed mobile and flexible and you paid attention and stayed focused on your health and wellness, no one's saying be perfect, but persevering through some of that hardships of, my doctor really said I shouldn't be eating this. So yeah, it's in front of me. Maybe I shouldn't eat it. Like maybe I should make a new decision. Like those things, it's a persevering heart, it's a persevering spirit. So never give up. Don't give up on yourself because the people that love you don't give up on you. And the one thing I know about death, I think Keanu Reeves said this the best is I don't know what it's like to die, but I do know the people that are here will miss you tremendously. Their hearts will be sad. And so, not that you could stop death from coming, and no one knows the time that they're going to be leaving, but at least we could be responsible with the time we have, take care of ourselves, persevere through the things that are hard, so that we can love our delayed gratification and love the end result and enjoy the journey. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. Enjoy the journey, man. We only here for maybe a good 100 years, man. You don't know, man. So, who heaven knows? You and I may be only 100 years old talking about, you remember the days when we started mobility, bro?
What episode? We be on episode 1 million if we made it that
Episode
long.
1 million, right? I'm still punching in YouTube. It may be not even YouTube, it may be something else.
Oh, it will be. It will be. It'll be on
Something
the
else, man.
blockchain. Trust me. It'll be like something on the blockchain or virtual reality or augmented
I know.
reality
Somebody
or
be able to just poke their hand and we come up. It's the mobility bros.
Have you seen these
Have you seen these guys?
guys? That's too funny, man. Oh, thank you guys so much for watching. This was a short and sweet one. Because when it comes down to perseverance, like what else is there to say other than like keep moving forward, right? Keep pushing forward. Do you have anything that you want to relay? Any finals, anything on your heart, anything you might have researched and wrote down that you want to share with us, Ron?
Um, yeah, so just stay focused in what you're doing and what path you're on. I can be very transparent in saying that there has been things in my life where I've gone hard with and I took my foot off the gas. And because I was like, I'm not seeing the results that I'm getting. Um, but the thing is that go revisit those things, which I'm doing right now, and just stay the path. Just really just stay the path. Like, I listen to Les Brown pretty much every morning. And what I know is one of the things is it's if you keep showing up to the things that you're doing that means to you or your growth, your business, whatever, you may not see the monetary, you may not see the growth right away. But if you just keep moving forward in those things, it will happen. It may take you 10 years before you see anything, but you just got to believe in it, right? If you believe in it, and and just really quick, one of the things that actually, I was listening. It was kind of like I listened to. It was Deion Sanders. This morning as well. He said, you may wake up and the person that's laying right next to you may not believe in what you're doing, and it's because they probably don't understand it. No matter how you try to explain it, they may not believe in what you're doing. Doesn't mean that they don't love you. Doesn't mean that they don't care for you. It's just like they don't have that same dream or belief that you do.
Mm.
So just keep moving forward.
Yes, persevering through your vision, not getting distracted by shiny things, not letting bullshit and shiny objects take you off your goals,
Yep, yep.
and not
Which
letting a
I've
negative
done.
mindset take you off your focus. Yeah,
Yes.
that's what it's about, man. That's what's gonna get these kids sober and get these kids understanding that they have so much talent. Man, every kid I've met so far was a boxer or and almost won the Golden Gloves, and they were popping all sorts of drugs
Mm.
while they got there, man. If they were sober, they could have won. I got people who were captains of teams, lacrosse, and this, that, and the other. Young kids that have the opportunity to be center, they're 6'1" and 15, and learning how to move their body. And now I'm helping these kids understand. And they're like, wait, I've been going to school for 4 years and no one told me about how important posture is for form and how I can activate muscles. But this is insane. And I'm like, yeah, no one also sat down and said, listen, I see you, I hear you, I understand you. Redefine what fun is, redefine this, that, and the other. So the reason why I'm talking about that is because I'm 2 weeks into this program and I'm developing this program with some intelligent, insanely smart masters and doctors, and you know what I mean?
Mm.
And I'm blessed to be in this circle to help develop this program where we take this cognitive integrative therapy and this functional integrative therapy, and we create something that's going to be everlasting. So I need to make sure I can persevere through the ups and downs and the emotional challenges that I'm going to experience, because not every kid is going to want to work with me. Not every adult is going to understand why they're doing a plank this way. But if I could break through all of that and persevere through, I could build a national program that can help change the minds, help educate the coaches so that these sewer fitness coaches are at a level of understanding the body that makes them really successful. Because this is a place of second chances. There's a lot of people that are in this organization that used to be felons that are now
Mm.
coaches. And I want to make sure that my 20 years of experience will help these younger coaches that are coming into this thing and finding a way to work, because they can't work at Lifetime and they can't work at Retro because of their records, but they have an opportunity to train here. I want to make sure that meets the criteria of excellence that it should. You know, one of my old mentors used to say, set a new standard and step up. And I
Mm.
didn't know what that really meant. It meant what the words made sense, but I didn't know what it meant. But that truly means, like, when you persevere, you're always going to set a new standard for yourself because you want to meet that next criteria, that next goal, right? And when I say keep moving forward, I don't mean like running on a treadmill and being in the same place, but you think you're moving forward. I mean like hiking up Mount Everest. Keep moving forward because you're going to get to the peak of your journey, and there's going to be hardships, and there's going to be a lot of people that choose to take another road. Hundreds of thousands. I mean, 2/3 of America now is obese,
Mm.
right? It used to be 1/3. Now it's 2/3. And there's people lobbying, and this is not body shaming. I've dealt with my own body shame stuff. I want to disrupt that in this industry.
Mm.
But health is important, and you can be healthy and heavy. Like, I think Lizzo's probably got more athleticism than a lot of people I know. Lizzo can move, bro. Have you seen her on
Yeah.
stage?
I seen her on that Peloton.
On that Peloton, and she's got her flute and she's singing and she's
Oh, the
dancing. It's
Peloton and the flute.
mad
Yeah.
respect,
Yeah.
because that is athleticism at its core, right? So it's not about your body shape, but it is about how your insides are feeling. It's about how your longevity is going to be. It's about, are you retaining muscle tissue in the future? Are you flexible? All these things that also add to it, right? So shout out to those who are fighting for their physique, like you right now, who are going to compete in this world. Shout out to those who are staying mobile and reducing pain every day. Shout out to those who are just getting out and walking and closing those little rings on their phone watches. And shout out to those who are looking to find the right people to be their accountability partners, like we talked about last week, to help them persevere, to keep them motivated, and to stay focused. And I hope you all stay focused. Listen, again, if there's anything you want us to know, if there's anything you want us to talk about, drop that down in the comments, man. We read the comments if you post things in there.
Absolutely.
We'd love to see what's going on in your heads. We want to know more about our community. And as we continue to grow, share this with friends and family, young and old, man. This is for everyone and anyone who wants to have a voice of reason, understanding where we're coming from in a real laid back, chill environment. We appreciate every single one of you guys who like, subscribe, repost, retweet, put on Facebook, drop it on LinkedIn, just spreading the word that Mobility Bros are here. We're consistent, and we look forward to seeing you every Monday. Ron, take it away, bro.
All right, everyone. I want you to stay awesome, keep stepping to greatness, and be legendary. Let's go. Peace
Take
out.
care.
Take care.